So we've just been under the Temple of Vodika. We've met some weird masked people who gave us new tasks, and we apparently managed to trick them to be one of their acolytes. Not sure if that's good or not. I'm not sure if the believers of the Queen are good or not.
Stop. Did you see something?
Yeah, I did see something. Over here is a knight standing called Justiciar Aldmar. And besides that, we've managed to meet a former knight of the Crucible Knights who lost his chestplate. And if we bring him that back, he said he will have adventures for us and all kinds of things that we could do. I think we're gonna tackle that because we might need some coin for our keep to expand. Speaking of, we have now Nured and Aaron as leaving in 12 hours, the bad visitor. Oh, crap. So the shackler. No. Can we reach him before this is over? I wanted to go to the keep, but apparently the slave trader dude who is in our town, our keep, will leave in 12 hours. So I would like to quickly check how long a travel.
You're from Gilded Vale?
Over to chill.
And you're close to home.
Over here. Good. Can we go straight up to the map? No, we cannot go straight to the map. Okay. Have to go through all of this. There we go. Kurt Newen. 22 hours until then? Yeah, we're gonna miss him. Was it like 1 day and 12 hours? Was it? Leaving in 11 hours. Shame. We could have bought some slaves. Well, is what it is. Back to the keep. I was thinking about the time it gets here. No, the time was definitely above the 12 hours that he's still there. Hey, big thanks to Dragon Lady for buying some games over our merc. What business brings you to the keep?
Gods keep you.
Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into the Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy. Like, you look like you recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knight, I'm proud of it. I help keep everything running in the keep. Looking for something? Or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes in the Crucible Keep is the headquarters of the Knights, so that's where we store arms and armor. Commander Silver is in the back, making plans as usual. You'll find the forge at the west of the building, along with the Mastersmith Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the Golem, if you're praying the type. That's all. Wait, can you tell me about the Knights themselves? Tell me about the Knights. We're the defenders of the Defiance Bay. We're not exactly formal knighthoods, but don't tell Commander the Claver I said that. We're just the first organized militia to oppose Adiran rule, and today, we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by the critter out in Dunridge Row. What's this about Dunridge Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know that there's nothing messy building your soul's past. Spit it out. They're mostly Orlands. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. What I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough. So he doesn't like the Orlands, the little here-we-go-ons. Very kind of you, Dragon Lady. Thanks a lot. Hope you could save some coin. You're wrong. Just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that the biggest crime of all. That's all. Okay. Here's the forge.
Nothing will slip past me.
Camp supplies. I'll take those. Dunstan.
If this
must
is
be
about
dwarf.
the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Show me a piece of the blade of the endless path. I found several fragments of an ancient sword. Do you think you could repair it? It's a fine blade indeed. Looks enduring, special made. Must have been a commission for a champion of some sort. A sword of this caliber would have been specially designed hilt too. It would be a shame to graft anything else onto it. And besides, it will balance best with all the original pieces. You find the rest of it, and I'll forge it for you. Something else?
I'm
do you
a
do here?
forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Okay. Tell me about the knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodrick's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
I see. Thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineage. Fair enough. Penhelm. Oh, that's the one who has the armor. A document from Dunwich Row. Can I see the world map? Durwood Village. Old song. Where's this Dunwood Row that they're talking about? Maybe on the Heritage Hill?
I shall be discreet.
Yeah, definitely need a mechanic character.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark
Penhelm's
places.
affidavit. Current software duly appointing and complete by Dunwood Road is hereby certified that this scroll is stamped with a seal of Dunwich Road, signed both by Penhelm and Curran. I found an evidence that confirms the lineage of Penhelm's soul. It is signed by Curran, a cipher of Dunwich Row.
Laying low.
Blacksmith Knights, a short history of the Knights of the Crucible. So these knights have been knights of blacksmiths, apparently. Or former blacksmiths.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Copper. Edict of Arrest. This edict calls for the arrest of Eowyn, whose recent actions have led to the death of a knight of the Crucible. Jewish customs. Yeah, why not? I'll pick it.
settled.
So, some sort of Corrin did that deciphering for the knights. What do we have here? Training place. Viola. Isabel patrols. My novitiates are already stretched their limits. Between the refugees' influx and the massive Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to help. Something wrong in Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong in the real question? A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago. What? Just have lost one of my finest commanders there. And yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering disappearances. Tell me about Heritage Hill. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts of Defiance Bay. It was just a few months ago, the residents went all mad, started eating each other. What? The Ridge Row is an organization, not a location. I see. Now, every novitiate that stands guard there, everyone that comes back anyway, talks of stench of the grave and groans of unspeakable horrors. There's something else? It said earlier that something is wrong in Heritage Hill. I could look into it. After what I just told you, want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? You've got nothing to lose. If you're so eager to rush your death, I won't stop you. And if you're somewhere able to put a stop to this, you got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gates. What? There's a lot of stuff happening, apparently.
I'll go on ahead.
The symbol of the obedient colossal smithing hammer. I guess there's something that I could do with the altar if I place something on it. What is it?
Place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldier who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me something about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution, about tradition. Talk about the golem, like he created the Crucible Knights in this forge to go with Durwood's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all any of those knights ever talks about is when are we gonna get recognized as real knighthood? When are we going to get titles on our land? Your High Justice wants to be an earl, says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, seeing Abaddon told him to. Fair point. They don't seem all bad. They keep peace at Defiance Bay. There's the kernel of something good in there, I think. Some good people want to do right by each other. Trouble is, they're headed away from it. Fair point. Fair point. Need you placing out there?
Just don't have the manpower.
Manpower for what?
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
With so many newcomers, can you just recruit more soldiers? More recruits means more training, which means more time from experienced soldiers that I don't have. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling the Forged Knights. Warriors that can control our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at them, and we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. We constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Biana lives with the rest of the scriveners in the Copper Lane, but I've met the soldier's spirit at moments. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you need. He forges and repairs all of your equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Was there something else I can do for you? You're in charge of the knights? Here in Defiant Bay anyhow, the High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed in Fleetbreaker Castle. Goodbye then. Good. Shrine of Abaddon, barracks, training room. Whew! Lots that have popped out of here. I'm gonna have a chat with that dude in this armor. Maybe he gives it up freely. If not, I will come with some leverage on
Good day to you.
How does someone become a knight? We don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defend this land and century half ago. What is there anything else? Does the name Osric sound familiar? If you got anything else, any self-respect you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the expedition hold for that matter. Scams and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between the two of you? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but he went overlooked for the longest of time because his family has such an extensive history in the service of the Crucible Knights. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots, that some of our officers were beginning to resemble a dear nobility. He would have us wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. That history made the knights that they are now. You can't just cast it aside. We outgrown the past. Sometimes you need to move on. Outgrown it like an old sealskin coat. You adapt with the times, sure, but that's a bit naive. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. It's become a property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. And it's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. I think you're talking bullshit. But I'll find something. I'll find something on you. Maybe just an intelligence, but I really like these old games with their amazing story and lore. Kimi-san, I'm right there with you. I hope you guys love it and enjoy it, because I would love to tackle games like this more. And I think the best way to do it...
Have you ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide behind them?
Don't pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you. Cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Oh my god. Audra's gift. I think we're gonna head to Heritage Hill first. That sounds like a more time of the essence situation. So, where to chill? Let's go over there. So, the best way to support this is to, you know, drop a lurk over here, take along on the journey, or if you don't have the time, watch the series over on YouTube. And interact here with the videos. Maybe likes, maybe comments, maybe everything else.
Hey,
Hello?
Not a problem.
Good day to you.
Willa sent me. I'm looking into the missing gods. So you're the one she sent the word about. I wasn't expecting her to send a whole squad of justiciars. Not that I'm volunteering, mind you. I'll have the gate open immediately. Just watch your step. I'm afraid we can't send anyone after you if it goes badly. Any ideas what happened to the other gods? None. I have no desire to find out if you catch my meaning. The ones that disappeared weren't the deserting type. Heard or seen anything unusual? Friend, I try to see and hear as little as possible. These kind of guards, huh? These kind of guards.
There's something unnatural about this place.
Must be. I mean, it's full with all kinds of things. Ow.
how may I help?
Stop it. Aha. Put you one of these balls on him.
Ready when you are.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Boom.
My bow's ready. My bow's ready.
There we go. Can we please go and attack?
Death to our enemies.
Sacre bleu. Beautiful. I found that whole brave Aphelim so funny.
Not a problem.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Nice and quiet.
Hill
A
cemeteries.
simple test.
One lockpick to open it up.
Settled?
Take it. A Dargul. Darguls have reached the first irreversible step in the decay of a normality dead body. Ooh. Oh, it's on the ground. I thought it just got instantly deleted.
You better run!
Quite powerful, though.
And what does the flame reveal?
And there's a ghoul. There's a lot of ghouls. Crap. Smack him with the book
Just say
in the
the word.
face. Good. Okay. We're holding nicely against the ghoulies.
Not a problem.
A simple test.
I'll go on ahead.
Completely locked. How are we looking in terms of XP? Nearly there. Ghoul. A vomit blood. Nice. A lot of ghouls in a Dargul.
Just say the word.
Hey,
Go smack.
I'm here.
Did the God Hammer come down? Didn't feel like it.
Let Baru be on seek.
There we go.
Death to our enemies!
Sacrifice.
Death to our enemies! Not a problem.
Good. Pathfinding seems to be a little wonky here and there.
I'm on the trail.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Looks like someone smashed the family crest. Okay, let's have a look at the mausoleum then. What is wrong with all of this? Lyra. Enthralled justiciars. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. A woman turns when you enter. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness. Reinforcements at last. I hope you have come armed, because we've got to get out of here. What are these soldiers doing here? She looks at them, but either she doesn't notice their distant gaze and the way they sway on their feet, or she thinks nothing of it. They're under my command, of course. They heard my call. And we've been waiting on a few more to help us fight our way out of here. How did they manage to hear you in this tone? I hope you're not questioning my command. I'm warning you, I don't tolerate insubordinance. Not at all? Then if you caught your breath, we should move out. Who are you? A commander of the Crucible Knights. I led the militia stationed around Heritage Hill. Securing this district became my responsibility when whatever this happened. What are you doing here? I came searching for survivors. Only too late, I did realize there weren't any. She brings a hand to her head. Her skin is practically translucent. I found myself surrounded by those creatures outside, and I had to seek refuge. Funny, isn't it? To hide from the dead in a building that was meant to hold them in the first place. Anyways, I've been waiting for reinforcements. You don't fool me, Spectre, though. Knights, attack!
Ready when you are.
The Watcher speaks directly to the soul of his enemies, filling them with dread.
Hey,
Go and knock him over.
What?
Let's give you an immunity of fear.
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Let's focus on this Lyra lady.
Yes?
So, weekends. Kind of blocked in here, it looks like.
Ready when you are.
What?
Okay, that didn't help. Suppress affliction. What the hell has happened?
How may I help?
Necrotic glance. We're all paralyzed.
Yeah?
Aye?
So, magic missiles.
What?
Down he goes. Jesus.
Ready, Watcher.
That's got me.
Yes?
Wow.
Slippery devil.
So I'm gonna go use that. You go and attack her. I'm gonna stay here with these fellas. Dude, go and attack her. Because you're doing a little bit of soul damage. I'll put some fear into you guys. Come on, let's take that layer off. It's nearly gone. Nearly gone. Being paralyzed, everybody. If possible, we don't want to kill yet.
Yes?
There we go. Did they recover? They don't. Good. Let's take care of the rest. There comes the skellies.
You're mine.
We're down one.
One target. One target.
Yeah?
Okay, that's also good.
They'll regret this. You're
All to one. God damn it, you're healing. 19.
You're mine.
Sacre!
There we go. Whoops. We thought we're dead here. My character is not using clever talks with
Not a
her.
problem.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Trap triggered. Suppose we triggered a trap. So let's take a nap in here. You wake to see the Rons, his staff held in both in his hands before him. A flame flickers at the top of the ends, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in it in contemplation. Still, for the light of the fire, your eyes can focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from the sleep or a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff he seems to be studying its engraving. As you watch, the engravings glowed thinly red, like through the cracks of a heat-suffered wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff, then branch out into the intricate series of the fiery veins bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles, circles that spiral again until they are arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent. And then suddenly there's a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again to see Durance in the same place, still holding his staff, but he's solid, real. He doesn't seem to have noticed you, or react to what have occurred. What the hell? Thought I felt your eyes on me. I have a question I wanted to
If
ask.
doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire and I saw a great light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
A flash of light, an explosion, a rushing of air, and then, that was incredibly bright.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
The Godhammer?
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
What do you know about it?
It brought the Saints' War to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Aothis overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Aothis of it.
And that's so.
You saw its light because I helped shape it.
You helped
give it
shape the
life,
Godhammer.
and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
But you're talking about explosive. You helped build the Godhammer?
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, drafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now.
Okay.
It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11, the shadows of the 12 who had come to stand on the bridge to stop Aothis.
Interesting. The shadows of the 12?
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were a dozen shadows cast, a dozen faithful of Margren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
Okay. Durance rests his staff in front of him, and the flame on top, it curls for a moment.
As 12 held Aothis fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall.
Then it blossoms brightly once and resumes its candle intensely. In the aftermath, the shadows seem sharper in the vicinity.
Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. And we shared their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer, marked by Margren.
What do you mean shared fates?
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste. Some deaths come from silence.
You're an odd priest, man.
The connection we once shared with Margren, after the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same.
Was it not?
It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory, being welcomed, there was silence, within and without. Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Margren was pleased by what we had done.
Probably not. Why do you think so?
The world is broken. The wheel stilled. There
So the wheel is
sickness
not
in the
wheeling
world's
anymore?
heart. Perhaps the price of crossing a god. Crossing two gods. Even as Margren shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance. Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it.
If I had forgotten some of Margaren's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
Okay. Killing a god sounds like a job for Kratos. So what did you do?
I remembered Margaren's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aethys, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the War of Black Trees, wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margren at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
So what happens when you return to Ashfall then?
The road to Ashfall is long, gives one time to think. And if you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that. Had asked. Grab victory from defeat and...
You feel as if your god has betrayed you.
There is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Widewen himself felt it. There at the end, when the hammer struck. To be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests, did not seek the walls of Ashfall, and sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Purges for a time.
Purges.
And not long after, came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animancers were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
What an odd position to be in, Durance. It would seem that Magren's silence is your trial. Sweat collects in the sooty creases of his forehead and runs down his ruddy cheeks. It drips from his tip of the nose. His mouth moves, but his utterance makes no sound.
Huh? Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
Durance glares at you, and starting into the eyes gives you a feeling of peering over the edge of the greater cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Watcher. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
Okay. Have it your way. Have it your way. Sounds a bit crazy. Slightly, yeah. Slightly wicked.
I can do that. That's settled.
You good in there, crossbow?
I'll go on ahead.
Brave thou shalt not be.
Knock it over. Revenants. And
Death to our enemies!
not bad. Not bad at all. Blood moss on the side. Where's this leading? Chest over here, some crossbow. I might give Pillage 2 another chance. Sadly, I can clearly say I would drop the first game nearly instant since no options for turn-based. Fair point. Fair point. You tend to start Rogue Trader again. Wait a little bit before you do so, because a huge patch is coming out for it. 1.5. Skeleton Wizard. Let's go on to them.
How may I help?
It's a huge, big ass fireball in there. Kabloom. And then shoot with that.
Ready when you are.
And then do this. And you give a little, oops. You come over here and give a little heal of everybody. Let's have a godly hammer on the target.
Death to our enemies!
Wow. Boom. I'll put Dargle on the ass. Everybody move over there.
You're mine!
Take him out as well. Wow, pretty intense fighting. Can't find any information about that because it's inside information. You cannot have that information because it's not public yet. So we've completed all of that. Dexterity bonus. Is there something that gives us a mechanical bonus? Artificer Hall. There we go. Let's make that.
Nothing will slip past me.
Ooh. There's a whole big entrance over here. So.
Brave thou feelest your leave.
A lot of remnants. I wonder if at some point he gets like a cleave attack or something like that. They definitely try to knock you on your ass.
Settle!
Nothing will slip past me.
There's some drugs. Where's this leading? In Kanta's house.
Quick and quiet.
Baltas Manor. So, let's give it a quick rest over here. Damage reduction. We had damage reduction 2 at an earlier place. Or do we not have it anymore? Jimmy, good afternoon. Welcome in. Let's keep exploring. So look at this manor, then the other building, and then we go into that huge, what seems to be some sort of temple structure. I think we're missing so many secrets because of us not having skills and mechanics. Hello.
Death to our enemies.
Brave Alfilafilim. Sit on your ass.
Get on!
Hello?
Indeed.
There we go. You knocked this Dargle on his ass.
Yes.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes?
You move over here.
Ready, Watcher.
You move over here.
I have them!
Death to
Very
our
good.
enemies.
Let's attack the goal.
You
Gives you
better
smaller.
run. Death to our enemies.
Down he goes.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea. which
Lord
is
Valta's will.
not
Last will and
very-
testament has been carefully drawn up and stained. Should no member of my family survive, it is my wish that my wealth and property is dispensed to the Crucible Knights. Let my wife and children and me be buried by the forebearers of the Valtas family tomb, the right hand of Duke Hadrid, signed Valerius Valtas, 5th Lord of the House Valtas. Okay. That's quite a nice thing to have in hand. Seda, let us in. It's safe, come out now. Open the door, Saida. Female Dargo sniffs the air and whirls around, hissing, Survivor. Oh, they turn to Dargles, apparently. Was that quest?
What?
Felt like something was happening or so. Crucible of Protection. Brief Ulinga. So... Speak something against sickening and whatnot. You're ready to go. Give it a summon. So, let's focus targets. Little low health characters. Nice. Let's go into that ghoul. Beautiful. Let's get him. Let's get him.
You're mine.
Down goes the Foxy. Come on. How do you, Jimmy? Beautiful. All being taken care of.
Not a problem.
Mortimer's key.
I can do that. I
Locked.
can do that.
Keeping an eye out.
Anything else over here? There we go. I'm getting on. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Kevin, for asking. Excited for the weekend and excited to see how our journeys over here going onwards.
I'll take a look.
So, is there somebody inside here, or is she also dead? What is groundkeeper letter? Please see to it that the family's mausoleum is swept and marble polished. The keys hanging, as always, in the kitchen by the oven. Black and white cat.
Hello? Hello?
When light shines from behind the map, there's a ragged hole in the outside of the someone dug through. Safe haven. So she's not in this room anymore. And Safe haven. Missing sentries. So is Lyra, okay. Good. Move quiet. Got some things to do. Let's see. Zero pathway up? No, it doesn't seem so. It has been destroyed. Can that key that we found open?
A simple test.
In the kitchen next to the oven. So there's a key.
And what does the flame reveal?
Seems the hook mentioned in the letter has the mausoleum key that it's missing. So still cannot open that thing. Nope. Okay. So have a look at Walter's mausoleum to see if that kid is still alive. Walter's mausoleum, okay. There's this place here. We found the key for it. For it.
Hello?
Let's go and look. Saida.
They got the priest.
Oh boy! That was like a big freaking thing that came from the sky. Iridescent scarab figurine. Salmon and Adra beetle. Ooh. Give that to her. How often can she do that? Once per rest.
Just say the word.
Oh wait, that's on me. You. Should have that.
Not a problem.
Don't look, kid. I'm just taking coins out of your funeral place, okay? A little girl cowers in the back of the tomb. Her face is streaked with dirt and even shadows. You can tell she's far too thin. She watches you, holding her breath. What are you doing here? You have to be quiet. Noise brings the hungry people. She's been here all along, hiding from these creatures. My name is Saida. Are you hiding from them too? You're Saida? I came across some Dargles in a house. You saw mother and father and Emilio? How did they get away? They're on your parents anymore. She picks a thumbnail watching you. She nods slowly. Who are the hungry people? The ones outside, they don't sleep or die, but they eat. Tell me what happened to you. Her eyes take a distant look. Her legs start to tremble. Be strong. Think back now. There was a big noise and light in the sky. Everyone thought it was a storm. Then people started waking up after they died. I mean, they... She twists her shredded sleeve into knots. Mother and father immediately boarded up the door, but the hungry people found our house. They fought, but the hungry people always get up again. They broke through the door, and Mother told me to hide. And then I came here to hide, but the door got stuck, and I didn't know when it would be safe outside. You need to get out of here. Is it safe? Are the hungry people out there? It's still dangerous, but the path to the main gate should be clear. Run for it. I won't let anything catch me, I promise. Go. Go run. Oh, we're so close to a level up. So close. Go hug a ghoul. Go hug a ghoul, child. Sure, nothing will happen of it. A wrenched shoulder. Let's look in this house. A big bright light came and they all started to... Wait, you're still awake? What the f... You don't look very healthy, milady. Not healthy at all. I'm gonna check out your building before anything else.
A simple test.
3 lockpicks to open that up. I'll think
I
about
can
it.
do that.
I'll already use 3 to
I
open
can
that
do
door.
that.
Prisoners. A lot of prisoners. Spider fingers. Minor spell mind. Restore light endurance or perception. 3 times per rest. So these gloves. You're not one of Encanta's servants? Please, you've got to get us out of here before she feeds on us. What happened to you? We're just groundkeepers. When the district fell into chaos, Encanta took us in. Said we'd be safe until the Knights got under control. Instead, she locked us here. Every week, one of those monsters who serves her comes and takes us away. I don't know what she's doing, but sometimes we can hear the screams. Please get us out of here.
Our modest fellowship
Please.
expands. Praise the sub.
Oh, it's so joyful to know someone gets to experience this gem for their first time. Hope you fall in love with Eora.
With Eora? Why Eora? Oh, Eora is the world's, my bad. I am pretty hooked to it. I'm getting more and more hooked to it. Let's put it like that. Thank you kindly for 3 months of support. Enjoy the emotes. We have a few new ones. We have a note emote, we have a nodding one, and we have a salute one, and we have a sus one. The way to the district exit should be safe. Go now. Thank you. We'll never forget this. Wait, did she kill them? Or is she still on the... Oh, is she still on the fire thing? No, she's still there. Okay, let's have a chat, milady. A woman bends over the roaring fireplace, feeding and... Why are you in the front now? I think I will like the second one a lot more with the turn-based combat. I sincerely hope you're not planning on asking her to join us.
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
Is that so? I saw you in a vision. There's something you need to do for me.
Believe me, I've heard that line before.
I came across a group of people in the back room. Do you know what happened here?
An incredible act of animancy, of a magnitude this part of the world likely hasn't seen since Engwithan times. Someone found something very powerful and ancient, and I'd bet my own preserved life it wasn't Aldhelm or his lovely assistant.
I still don't understand why this district is full of walking corpses. Because someone found a way to tether the souls to their bodies, don't you see? So when their hearts stop beating, when the blood stops flowing, their bodies still animate. And with a newfound hunger. Those that can feed it with living flesh and essence stay stronger and sharp. Those that can't degenerate quickly. Tell me what you know of this Aldhelm. His name barely merits repeating. He's a charlatan who likes to dig up pretty artifacts. Who are you?
A survivor, by the grace of my own careful preparations. When I heard the claws scrabbling at the door outside, I took care of matters myself. And since then, I've been careful to keep myself fresh and fed.
It sounded good to have me going. Wait, I cannot interact with
You
her?
return. What if you come seeking this?
I thought we could, like, I don't know, end her for what she was doing. Apparently not.
A simple test.
Apparently not. Guess we're gonna head out. Do you want to head out and talk to the knights before going to the tower? Probably. Probably want to do that. Talk to the knights before coming out again. Oh, no, never mind. We can have a rest straight up here. There we go. Well, the tower awaits. What we'll see there. Well, I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. If you like this stay, please consider hitting the heart button, follow us, be part of the journey, and all the episodes are on YouTube. If you missed anything, but is watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, as it helps the channel out. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.